Am I insane? Because I feel insane.
He's an esports guy?
Half of you
Okay.
saying yes, half of you are saying no. Perfect. This is the path from the tutorial.
Okay.
What? So I got to the end of the tutorial?
Okay.
So let me make sure I got this fucking straight, okay?
Okay.
I want to be really clear about what is happening in my mind's eye. All right?
All right.
Okay. I'm going to try not to cry. I played World of Warcraft Classic last week. What happened
Ooh.
then? I enter into a field in front of a building, and there's a dude saying, "Go kill boars."
Yep.
Sir, yes, sir. It's slow, it's bland, I see a lot of places to go. I start completing some quests, there's a genteel pace. I open up more and more and more and more, this world shrouded by fog, and as I wander through it, more is revealed. My curiosity guides me. The high levels of enemies stop me. That interplay guides me for like 10 hours. And I'm like learning some magic, I'm getting some skills. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of slick, thick, solid, and tight. And so I think, hey, I heard WoW retail is a pretty cool way to tap into WoW as a brand new gamer.
All right.
Maybe you didn't enjoy the hardcore mechanics of 2004's WoW. Class, that's okay. Blizzard has a retail modern experience for you.
True.
So this Tuesday, like, let's see, like 4 hours ago, I said, I'm going to open WoW retail, and I just hit play. It dumps me on an island where there's a bunch of people where I have to save my son. The son's like, you saved me, you have to kill harpies now.
Okay.
And I don't know, a gnome thing, a gadget man, taped me to like a helicopter to fly up and then like fly
He's talking about the intro leveling experience.
back down and like ride a huge boar. At some points, I learned some button pressing. Different abilities, it's telling me to drag things. I'm killing some dudes,
Exile's
dragging
Reach,
loot over to my equipment. But for the most part, I would say in the tutorial island, 20 to 25% of it was me actually playing a game. 75% of it was dialogue and people that I guess I'm never gonna see again.
To be fair for the Exile's Reach, though, it's mainly just a tutorial. It's like you kind of just get taught all the systems, like quest by quest. So this quest, this is how you do this, and then the next quest, okay, this is how you do vehicle combat. This quest, this is how you go talk to an NPC like that, right? It's very much like an introduction, not really to like the story, right? I actually kind of like Exile's Reach. I think it's a cool way of getting into the game in terms of learning how to play, right? But it's not doing much for story, that's for sure.
Maybe some of them were at the gates, and I don't know, I'm gone. I got on a boat just now. Like, all these people trying to compel me to do things while it's just stapling information to
playing
my
your class.
forehead. And I'm just sitting here with so many staples and post-it notes on my face, and I'm like, God, why do I need to learn all of this? And it's just like, what? It said it pretty clearly. I mean, sure, I suppose, but that's not really my problem. The problem that I had with the tutorial is it was so much contextless information with such little gameplay. But that's okay. It's shoving information down my throat. I'm doing the...
It does, but that's MMOs though, man. Bro, I tried to getting into EVE Online a little while back, okay? Talk about information getting shoved down your throat. That thing will open it wide and then shove everything, okay? Like that, that's a whole different story, okay?
UHF drinking from the fire hose, which, for any millennials watching, hopefully you get the reference. For any Zoomers watching, just trust me, it's gone forever. It then
I don't mind Exile's Reach. Listen, retail World of Warcraft and vanilla WoW is two completely different experiences. And that's fine. I don't think Exile's Reach is a bad introduction.
Brings me to Stormwind. Great. This self-isolated tutorial island did have some merit in terms of showing me the basic flow of the game.
Okay.
It brings me to the whole world. I can now go anywhere I want to go. I go back to the original area and have a brief moment of, the familiarity, the pacing, the slow grind and growth of the game. But I say, no. I'm not done with the tutorial. I derailed myself. I have to go back. I go back to the city where I get into a car that drives me to a horse that I ride to an inn that I then go from to a boat where all of a sudden I'm watching, like, I don't know, the characters from Frozen yelling at each other. and I'm on the ship. I'm not in any of the cutscenes. It's just not about me anymore. I'm just on this fucking boat.
Yeah.
And now I'm in a jail.
Yeah.
And my jailmate is just like, beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So I do. And now we're breaking people out of jail. And I'm still not fucking playing a game. I want to cast spells. I want to cast spells on things. Okay. Where am I?
I will say the leveling experience can be a little bit interesting in you know, current WoW.
Spells to cast.
Yeah.
I'm like so confused, man. I like don't understand, because this is like the most played MMO of all time, and I'm like sitting here and everyone's like, oh yeah, this is a really weird expansion here, and I'm just like, I want to frost mage. I want to cast. I want things to be really, really, really cold around me as I freeze them, and I cast things. Like I don't. And this is the thing. People keep saying to me, yeah, they really dumbed retail down. I'm actually just so fucking confused. I don't know. I literally feel like I've just been doing it wrong. That's what I feel like. It feels like one of those movies where like...
I don't know if he's played MMOs before. I'm not entirely sure what he does for like his content, obviously. I just know that he's a big content creator. But yeah.
School student is in Italy, and they somehow think she is the secret agent for the CIA, so she gets swept up into the mission. That's what I feel like. But the thing is, this isn't a fictional movie. This is my life, and I'm just still confused. So I guess I'm going to help Flynn Fairwind, who I hope isn't in here for like child murder. I hope isn't a bad person. The first introduction I had to Flynn was him asking me to punch him. And now I'm hoping that all these people that have broken out are killing what I assume are innocent guards. And now
it can be confusing though, jumping into the retail like lore, and then you're just in the middle of one of the expansions. It's like, where the heck am I even? I think that's what Classic does really well in terms of the leveling, where it's very simple. Here's a guy, go kill some boars, that's it. Some people, it may not appeal to everybody, but it's quite simple to understand, right? And I think that's the point he's trying to get across.
I'm just gonna go out. I mean, there's so much that I'm crossing my fingers about as I step into what still may not wind up being a game, okay? So let's find out if we can do a game.
Are you thirsty? I'm thirsty.
Am I thirsty? I'm so fucking confused! You can invite another player to your group by right-clicking on their portrait. Okay.
This is a tutorial.
Jesus, man, it's like, are you thirsty? Okay, like, close this. I feel that without additional context, this just looks insane. Why do you start BFA anyways? Real number, Jay. I'll be honest with you, that doesn't mean anything at all to me. I'm following instructions.
Yeah. What is going on in there?
Yeah, what is...
Like you started a riot.
What is...
I mean, if you don't know any of the context at all with the story, it can be confusing going into a new expansion because there's so many things you don't know, right? And I think that's probably one of the big things here, right? I think if you would want that normal experience, you should go to the earlier game zones, but maybe he doesn't know. I don't know.
What's going on? I mean, like, the escalation is incredible. Cool. It's like a cooking tutorial where episode 1 is assembling a sandwich using cheese and deli meat.
Okay.
And episode 2 is butcher a cow. Like I don't know how, I have no idea why I'm here. Sorry, I didn't mean to punch the microphone. Should I keep doing this? Do I keep doing this? Yeah, draw the rest of the fucking MMO. Exactly, Burner Man. Oh my god. Okay. So Ghost says this is basically the end of the tutorial merging into battle for Azeroth.
Oh, to be fair, that's most MMOs. Like, when you go into a new MMO, I have no goddamn idea where I even am. I'm on some beach. Like, who the hell are all these guys? But that's kind of why you play, right? Because then you figure out what's going on, right? And then that's how you learn it. You gotta play and like maybe listen to the story if you care. Some people don't care at all about the story and just want to level. That's fair enough too, right? But I played this game since it came out and I don't know any of the stories. Yeah, most people probably don't.
So that's what BFA means. Okay. Okay, so the name of the expansion is Battle for Azeroth. And that's what you mean when you say BFA. Because when I saw BFA, my brain was trying to think of a noun that began with A. That was big fucking something. Like, that's what I assumed that you were saying. And then when all of you were saying Battle for Azeroth, most of you weren't capitalizing like with proper nouns, so I just thought that you were colloquially being like, yeah, no, you did the tutorial, then it's time to battle for Azeroth. I was like, that's a weird way to say you go level.
Okay.
all right, maybe there's some cultural, mismatch happening where I don't get what the words you're saying are. Let's talk to Talia.
I don't get why you literally kill a necrotic dragon in the starting island and then wonder why they call you a champion and then why you're swept into this. You become an important character when you kill a dragon. I mean, I don't know, listen, the introduction story, like, it doesn't bother me too much. I don't think, like, it's that big of a deal with that stuff. I just think his enjoyment in an MMO is not what maybe retail can provide in terms of that, and he looks like a person that would probably just enjoy like classic era or something like that a lot more, right? Very simple gameplay, very like straightforward. There's nothing, no convoluted like different like zones and stuff and like things you gotta worry about. It's just kind of like a very standardized game, like an RPG, right? And that's fine. That's fine, that's okay. Yeah, no, he's not old. This is different enjoyments, right? Okay, what is he doing? I think he's trying to trigger the retail enjoyers, okay? I think he is trying to trigger them. Yeah.
All right, come on, Talia. I know exactly where I'm going. There's a giant glowing hedron to go. Oh, fuck, this is not the right way. There's a giant glowing hedron that will at least show me my destination. How the fuck do I get over to you? Up here?
This is MMOs, though.
Dude! It's just so sick! I mean, the art is beautiful. Nauticon says the art department has hard-carried Blizzard for a long while now, I feel. I actually think that's such an unfair statement, because that implies that it's not part of the experience. It's just this, like, extra thing. That's like, oh, when it comes to staying alive, calories are really doing a lot of heavy lifting. Like, yeah, of course. Like, this is fucking, like, oh, you mean one of the most important and difficult parts of making a good game is the thing that has been causing them to succeed with respect to their peers that just across the board have worse art? Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, that's like Tiger Woods' golf swing has really been carrying his golf career. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I don't...
Bit of a far-fetched to compare it like that, I think, but I get what people mean when they say that the art department carries. It's just that they're just praising the art department, really, right?
What do you want me to do with that? Like, what department's been sliding? You know what? Tell me the department that's bad. What's the department that's bad? Engineering, obviously not. It runs buttery smooth. Besides the 10 server kicks, that's right. Okay, you know what? You're right, Beefy T.
Oh, but I mean, okay, for the most part, buttery smooth. Story, gameplay, mechanics, yeah, exactly. Like the story can be, I mean, at least for me personally, a little bit convoluted and a little bit confusing at times with all that stuff. The mechanics, I guess, I mean, I think they're kind of getting better with that with Dragonflight. I think the PvE has been doing a great job too. The mechanics of that has been okay. Servers, a little bit unstable, but, I'm a classic enjoyer in many ways, so classic is a little bit of a, a different story with that. I think he's trying to say that the art is a part of the total package, and it's unfair to say the art is amazing without giving credit to everything else. Yeah, that's a fair point, but he's, like, over-exaggerating it, right?
Yeah, I got kicked a lot my first day of playing WoW. The tutorial department, great point. The tutorial department definitely is going to have some hands on the hips from me when I meet them.
Okay.
The market hosts travelers from all over Azeroth.
Yeah, Dragonflight was very Disney, yeah, I agree.
This one's my favorite. I spend a lot of time in here, pestering travelers.
But I have a rewards card.
Especially folks from the
It tracks my miles traveled and lets me get free complimentary breakfast at the inn.
What?
Where is this office? Is it behind here? Is it through here? Feel like such an idiot. I hate these little diamonds that show up on the screen. It's so fucking misleading. Dragon Banks, has he fought anything yet?
The tracking thing?
Some BFAs on the way in, to be honest. Are you kidding me? It's down here? If you read the quest, maybe it'll tell you where it is. I'm sorry, they've added all these great accessibility features. So I just keep rubbing my face against walls like I'm a cat leaving pheromones or some shit.
I will say, Boralus, yes, is very confusing, okay? It is, but I feel like exploring and like finding areas is a part of MMOs, though. I mean, it is what it is.
I lost my mother when the scourge hit Lordaeron. The father sent me hair raised from the war. Probably going, oh, let's go. Wow, that was no wonder they removed. You need to be close to interact with the target. I'm gonna go insane.
It's a cool city.
There's
but
a
it's
little
confusing.
circle, and the little circle's taunting me, just the way you taunt me. You're all little circles, aren't you?
Okay.
I swear to God, I'm gonna find this one on my own because I'm a gamer. I'm back fucking here fucking again.
Alright.
I don't believe it. Did I find it? Yeah! Woo! There it
The
is.
master's office is just through here.
Is it? Wow, you're saying that in the most shitty way. I know it was hard for me. Oh, look, it's like properly right here as it's always been.
Okay.
Is this retail? No, actually, this is real life. What?
Yeah. Cutscene?
Stand down! Don't you know who that is?
No! I don't know who anyone is.
King Greymane, it is an honor. You are free
Okay.
to remain in the harbor on my authority.
What was any of this?
Talia, for family.
When am I gonna get to play a game?
For the Lord
Shake his hand.
And had her own
Hear
daughter
Cyrus's
cast
tale?
as a traitor.
Is this? Don't tell me this is fucking Cyrus.
Why would you?
Oh my God.
Alright.
These old... Humor an old knight for a moment, would you?
Yeah, I don't understand why he's...
No.
I was in a
Does he? Okay, I think he just wants to like just go and kill mobs, right? I think that's what I'm understanding. He just want to go kill mobs and shit.
battle many
You're
years
killing me.
He doesn't really care about the story, right? Like it's pretty clear for sure.
was
You're killing
Second
me.
War, tough to keep them all straight.
Oh my God.
An Orcish juggernaut struck
Okay.
our transport. Splinters from the gun
You did it? You did what, Monil?
refused to leave before the war was won. So he patched himself up. Never saw.
All right, there we go. I figured out a way to solve that problem. I mean, when am I going to get to fight anything? I mean, my God, I went through a tutorial, ran through town to get to another set of cutscenes. I'm going to town. Let's see if it's...
But
Oh yeah, dude, I would love to see him get into Final Fantasy. If he thinks this is bad, dude, Final Fantasy has such a long intro. You go around, you get introduced to everybody, you talk to this person, you talk to that person. Dude, he would hate that. I didn't mind it. I don't mind it, but I kind of know how MMOs are, right? Sometimes MMOs are just a lot of introduction. Like, this is the people, this is the zones, this is our city, this is the king, this is this and that, right? And that's how it is, right? Final Fantasy is terrible for that, but some people like it and some people hate it, right? He should play some roguelike games, I guess. Yeah, something like that, right?
he is misguided. Her advisors have kept her.
All right, there we go. Like, I mean, this is...
He just mutes it.
Just turn that back down for a moment. Wait. We're done? Can I play the game?
He doesn't know anything about any of the story at this point and has been forced to watch like 30 minutes of story that he has no idea of. I can see that, right? Yeah, it can be very confusing if you're a whole new player.
Some action. Stay on course. Duty calls.
Yeah, all the
on
quests.
Dismissed. Honor guide you.
Yeah, he is Splendor.
Speak with someone.
Remain vigilant.
Damn, Dan, I'm not reading any of it. I love to pay a monthly subscription to a real-time action MMO so I can read. Listen, I love reading, but when
Real-time action MMO. It's an MMORPG, right? Roleplay game. And I mean, you know.
I want to read, I get a book and I read. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What you did for Classic? It's because it was the only way to play. It made me play. And I had to read so that way I could know where to go. I'm upset too, sweetheart. I'm so ready to play World of Warcraft.
Excellent.
He's so
Hero,
over it.
Talia will get you up to speed.
Come back with stories.
Yeah.
Kultiris is made up of several major houses. They were unified.
He doesn't
under
care.
Vailian
He does
founders,
not care.
But that gradually changed after his defeat. at
When do you
Thera.
play the game?
Lord Admiral Catherine Proudmoore now
Yeah.
lives in his place.
Okay.
Commanding both the military and the guard.
Got it.
House Waycrest has been a loyal valley to the north.
Oh,
The
all the
tide
way to
seekers
the
of
north.
House
He
Waycrest
doesn't care.
standing on the
This
sea
has to be the last one. This has to be the last one coming up. Okay.
shore. We can do this. Farewell, son. Finally, some action. For Colt. All right, Flynn. What's this big lead of yours?
Okay.
Something about Ashvane having a new
When the
gunpowder?
fuck-
Yeah, it is a little bit funny that he is complaining about not knowing what's happening, but then when it explains it, he doesn't like that too, right? But I mean, he could just skip all this shit, right? If he actually does not care, he could just skip it. And a lot of people play like that. They just skip everything and just... You could get to the gameplay very soon if that's what you wanted to do, right?
I do something
Keep
to
your
this
powder
talking to
dry.
people.
I mean, I don't read all the
One
quests.
water barrel shot.
Making new weapons all
Fire
the time.
Flint's pistol at the barrel.
Not like this. Then.
I thought that this was a fantasy role-playing game.
Mind giving our skeptical
All right.
colleagues
Oh
a
shit.
And I always have a lot of quests like that.
Who
Though.
are you in the context of this
You
game?
can't skip it as a first-time player. No, you can skip a cutscene. Why would you not be able to skip a cutscene? I'm talking about the cutscene. Like, you can skip the cutscene. That takes 5 minutes, right?
I have no idea, Firespoon. People just keep trusting me with information and handing me guns to shoot at barrels. Like, it's crazy. Dude, these absolute Olympian rowers.
Dude.
Just, we are
I like this
flying
list.
through the... I mean, this is dangerous to be nearby. I don't see speed limit signs, but we're definitely going past the speed limit. If someone steps in front of us, they're going to lose a
He's going
limb.
out to quest now.
That is so fucking sweet. Oh my god, I'm doing content. 2.
Oh, look at that.
Hold on, I'm gonna go talk to this urchin worker. Did I find any retail? Fucking insane. It's one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Insane, good or bad? I mean, just like insane in the sense of the word insane. It's just like, it's so unhinged. It's just, welcome to the game, do this, go here, turn this in, here's 50 spells. Now turn this guy into a sheep, now hit him. Hit him as hard as you can. I mean, and it's just throwing story at me and throwing lore and telling me to do stuff.
I can really see the point he's trying to make, though. I do think it's being over-exaggerated a little bit for shock effect, obviously, and to get people's reactions of it. But I can see it being very overwhelming, the way that you get introduced to retail WoW, the way that the leveling is with the Chromies time and the BFA and like all that stuff. It's a lot more convoluted and difficult to understand, maybe, than, okay, Elven Forest, kill some boars, right? It's a whole different thing, but he's definitely, you know, it's being a very much over-exaggerated for value, I suppose.
Both of those seems pretty cool.
Yep.
Frost.
I can understand that, Leon. Yeah, I wish it wasn't BFA. I really wish it wasn't BFA that got thrown at you.
What?
So I see his point with it.
Blizzard, barrier, lance, icicles. What in the fuck? It's right. Oh. I did it.
He should try PoE as well. Oh gosh, I would love to see that.
All right. Okay, hold on. Everyone just calm down.
They need to make a whole new player experience. I think so too. I think Exile's Reach is quite good for an introduction, but I don't think people should be forced into doing Dragonflight. BFA. I don't know. That seems like a bad way of going about it. I don't know how they could do it differently, but having some sort of a new way that's maybe like more easier for a new player to understand would be good. I think Dragonflight would be a good expansion to be forced into. Yeah, I actually think so too. Overall, I would say so, because then you get forced into current content, right? This is our current expansion. This is what you can expect, right? I don't know. He has played PoE, or he okay. I mean, fair enough. That's cool. I'm just talking about the convoluted talents and stuff.
Unbelievably tight.
They're moving the new player experience to Dragonflight. If that's the case, then that's good.
Incredibly sick. Yes! That is what I am talking about. Dude, this combat is really fun. Holy 2! Fucking 2, you fucking guys, you bastards. Fuck you, 2.
No
2. 2.
Dude, he loves Arcane Explosion.
B. Eats.
He's having fun now, though.
Look at all these people fucking watching me be bad.
Okay.
These are like the perverted cultists at the end of the movie Hereditary. They're just watching horrible things happen with their creepy grins and no clothes on.
Hereditary is a messed up movie, then.
1, 2, flick. 2,
It's a good movie, but it's
3.
messed up.
2. Dude, I can't believe I'm gonna complete a quest that actually involves gameplay. This is so sick.
Damn, good job.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Oh my god. All the innocence. This is what it feels like whenever I try to engage with someone on Twitter. As Japan is, this is amazing watching someone play WoW for the first time. It's weird. Yeah, because like my understanding of WoW players is that they're really upset all the time and they just log in for 10 hours a day and are just fucking miserable.
Kind of true. Kind of true for a lot of WoW players, to be fair.
They clench their teeth, they have black tar for blood, and every single thing that Blizzard does is bad because it is for the casuals and not for them.
Take a reward. Take a reward.
I mean, the game. I mean, both games are pretty fun now that I can play the game.
Fair enough. I understand his point. I really do. I do understand the point he's trying to make. He's definitely over-exaggerating it very heavily for like shock value and to get people riled up, because that's what works, right? But I understand what he's trying to explain though, with the introduction to current WoW being a lot more difficult to get into if you're a new player compared to what vanilla gives you, right? It's definitely a whole different experience with that, and they should probably work out some way of like making it more accessible in terms of that, more easy to get into in that regard, right? Because it does feel kind of shitty going into BFA that doesn't really matter too much for what you're about to do afterwards and like the story. Like going into Dragonflight would be a lot better, I think. Like you do your Exile's Reach and then you would go into Dragonflight and then you would go it like that, right? I think that'd be good. Check my latest message for a new player experience. It would be very interesting if they made a very short quest line for every new levels in which storyline explains what expansions. I don't think that would be received very well, because you cannot really explain people 20 years of storyline as a new player. It's like, okay, here guys, let me just recap the past 20 years of expansions. All right, that's too much. They should just get caught up to date with the new with the new stuff, right? With okay, this is our new expansion. This is what's happening right now, and then you go from there, right?